We're back at it. It's clearing up. I see planes coming, but I'm right by where a plane lands in the water. So, hello everyone, welcome. This is 12 o'clock news, wake and bake. This is a whistleblowing moment of the Tonight Show, Clocc ENT. I am your host, Clocc19. Thank you. Louder. Women. Right? I sure wouldn't want to just be sitting here with a whole bunch of dicks, boy. No. Don't want it. Can't stand it. Would rather not be around it. So with the woman, we're in a complex time. We're battling. So what are we battling about? Well, I'm going to tell you this. I speak about this daily, weekly. With women, it's not about when you acquire them, what you have looking forward to worry about. You have to worry about the woman's past. This is the main thing that a lot of fellas, we don't get and we don't sit and study into with the woman when you're trying to intervene or entertain something in a journey that's going to be progressive, a relationship. You have to worry about the woman's past, not going forward with her. What do I mean by worrying about the woman's past? When you are in a relationship, what is the woman telling you constantly? This person did that last time, so I don't want to go through that again. Last time with this, Jeremy did this to me. Ken did this. I was treated wrong. I'm just healing from then. When you have these type of situations, especially coming from a woman consistently, that's their past. You're catching an issuance. So listen, fellas, you got your woman inside your house, right? Are you going to make her pick up some doo-doo that you have in the back room that the other woman came in and shit it, your last woman? You're going to say, hey, that other bullshit that's in the back, Karen did that. Go clean that up, babe. Of course you wouldn't, because she wouldn't. So it's just like that with regular life. You can't expect for the man to go in the back and clean up some old shit from your dude. So your old dude. But women, men, you also have to worry about the ex when you have to worry about the next dude. In relationships, when she's back and forth, it's the last dude that she slept with that you have to worry about. Not the last two dudes or other one. The penis that just bypassed that one is the one that you need to have on your mind. You have to. So, welcome. We're streaming just YouTube. Facebook doesn't deserve to have all of the good things that I'm going to give to the few people that are going to pick up on it. So, you have to live with the woman's past. It's the fast and dynamic fall to anybody's relationship, especially starting off. You ain't going to get nowhere, especially when she keeps bringing up stuff from the past. So, what I'm telling you is you're pulling up in that Audi. Boom, the door opens, it's her. Hey, get in, beautiful. Boom, she sits down on them soft seats, close the door. And immediately, when you start gassing, moving forward, she keeps her eyes in the rear view. She's looking up in this rear view like, you talked to your ex 2 weeks ago? It says right here in the rear view. You're busy focusing on going forward. Like I always say, it's the reason why the rear view is so small and your front window is so big. Because everything in front of you is all that matters the most. Everything that's in the past is small. You look up there and see it and focus back on everything in front of you. You should never do the opposite. This is what the woman will get in the car and do. This is what a man can get in the car and do too if it is the other situation where the woman is getting in, picking him up. Hey, boo, 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 boo. But more than likely, this is a feminine trait. So a lot of people are going through this. A lot of people ain't going to see this and even understand this from that dialect because they go for other dialogue, these certain stories and narratives. If you want to sit and live by that, go ahead, but your relationship's going to be crap. Women wake up and hide from their truth. How do I know that they hide from their truth? Because they hide from you. They hide from their self. When a woman goes and sits in front of a mirror, in the morning and she's looking like a goddamn scarecrow, and all of a sudden throws on a wig, lashes, her lips are filled out, makeup, whoop-de-whoop. But when she gets back up, she's looking like a goddamn clown, dog. And that shit's not cool. It's not cool. So, with that being said, she's automatically coming with bullshit. When you go and see a clown at the circus, what are they doing? They're entertaining you. They're entertaining you with shit that you're not usually going to see on an everyday walk throughout your process. It's damn near identical to what this chick is going to do. So you guys keep going for these wacky bitches with all these wacky color hairstyles. And I see a bitch with all these rainbow nails, man. If you're not at the Pride Parade or something, then bitch, I'm not picking up on your message. Sorry, I'm not. So, and it's so many women out here that certain men, it's like a buffet. So these men that I'm saying that this shit's like a buffet, why women that like these certain men and you've had chances with them, why do you think they're not with you? Women have so many opportunities to lie and make up excuses right now on how this man's this and this man's that. Ladies, in case you guys ain't understood, the excuse of the man is feminine is becoming old now because portions of these dudes ain't feminine. It's just that y'all ain't willing and strong enough to just stand and have your back arch all the way up. Stand up, have a spine, have a back, have a spine, have a spinal cord. You know what I'm saying? Like stand for something, be able to be accountable. But that's an ability within itself. That's why the word ability is pushed into account. Accountability, because it's an ability. The ability to respond, the ability to account, the ability to demonstrate, all those are abilities. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand how some people think that it could be something a little bit different. But we are all in a world where it's the metaverse. We've been explained, programmed, hypnotized as for one thing. But then you open the door and the light shines in your eyes and you have the opportunity to do the goddamn opposite. To me, that's not good dialogue because it fools you. So you're forced in this world of society to be a super genius and to really stand on your business, which is your moral ground. Your moral ground is your spine. If you don't got no spine, you ain't got no moral base, no moral ground. You're not going to stand for nothing. You got to stand on business. So whether women are admitting it, whether certain men can read it or not, women are triggering into niggas that stand on business. And if you were known to not stand on business, right? Because this is what some bitches see. When a female sees that you didn't like them or catering to what they saying, you didn't stand on business right. You could be all these soft things. You cannot be the certain hustler that you really are because you didn't hustle up and listen to what the fuck they're feeding you. But when you stand on business right now, there is an end result. There is residuals. Don't expect these residuals to have some type of payout right now. You'll be foolish and you won't be successful. You'll keep running through the same farm of little hinlets of broads that's giving you the same exact results. Why would you want the exact same results with different types of people? And so I'm not just saying men on women. It could be a boss with different employees to help spark and launch his fucking company more. There's a such thing as going nationwide. There's a such thing as going international, IPO. Nobody wants to just stay closed into a box. Even the ones that say, oh, I'm a closed off person. You're closed off because you're closing yourself off. You're born into a world where you're supposed to reproduce and socialize. If you notice, those words have more than just one syllable, reproduce and socialize, because you have to put some type of oomph into both of those categories. And they really are related to each other. So a lot of us don't have good. So men and women in this day and age in this category of dating, because the dating pool has broken down. It was a foundation. That shit crumbled when COVID hit. That motherfucker just like that motherfucking Baltimore Bridge, dog. Like, so based on that, a lot of us are attracting the exact type of caliber person that we just came from messing with or are inside. Trauma bonding. You see what I'm saying? Trauma bonding. When you trauma bond, you guys both think you're clicking. In my opinion, you both think you're clicking based off your inadequacies, in your last relationship. So when you come, you think that because you're both humble and explaining what happened then, that you're going to do the same thing with each other and then come together. Camaraderie. All you guys is doing is giving up each other's tools that you use to fool. Trauma bonding is one of the worst ways to bond. Unless one of you guys are certified and you're helping one another more than the other one is gradually helping you. If you guys are trying to relate to each other by that, then go have sex. That's like some M80s coming together and forming and then going jumping in some. You're going to blow up. Your relationship's going to blow up. But a lot of y'all women get into relationships right now for financial gain. Men get into relationships right now to be fooled. Women, you're not supposed to listen to what a woman tells you she wants. You're not supposed to listen to what she says she desires on an interview or anything. You're supposed to respond. You're supposed to listen to how she responds to you. Period. You're supposed to worry about how the bitch responds. So you can sit and interview this bitch. She tell you all these global, fanatical, IPO, Fortune 500 designer things, right? You can go a couple hours, eat a good meal, slide off, have a drink or two. But you might hit a corner, go somewhere, and then be like, hey, listen, man, check this out. Man, what's up with this? Huh? Slam her into the thing and start gunning her down in an open area where nobody's around. And she'll like that. So you're supposed to go off what she responds to. If the bitch don't respond to that type of shit, back the fuck up. Never promote that type of shit with the ladies. Because you got to remember, in this world, we live in a victimized society. And it's gravitating fully for the woman's favor. Bitch can say anything. You can interview a woman, and by a certain couple of questions you're asking, she'll go on another interview a week later and start complaining on you, and there'll be a movement. So we live in the times of movements, hashtags, and all that whole ass shit. You fall a victim of that, you've already been victimized before you even knew you got stabbed the first time. I can't categorize to certain women that feel like they can't categorize to me on the shit that I talk about. These things I talk about is stuff that I actually sit and study. I'll actually sit and watch. I'll actually sit and put forward thought, backwards effort, all types of shit into, and then talk about it. I will still receive from certain people rebuttals that you be like, you sound foolish. Why don't you get in the mic in front of a camera then and say that bullshit? But a lot of people are scared to really say what they are, what they want, and what they feel, and what they don't want to do in life. It's a fear. I don't know how the world has endured this fear upon us like this, but it has. So you guys got to be kind of cautious and more aware of every single thing. A pretty woman with all that makeup on, or even if not makeup, I'm more willing to trust a woman who's plain, who doesn't have wigs on, who doesn't do all that, who has all these tracks, who doesn't have all this makeup on, who's cool with getting her nails done, but she'll get some little, I'm more willing to trust and more prone to trust that type of lady than the one that's the opposite, the Ronald McDonald. You got on all these motherfucking colors. You got on all these motherfucking stripes. I hate when a bitch put on all, you like a convict. Bitch, what are you, Akon? Locked up, they won't let me out. They won't let me out no more. They won't let me out no more. Bitch, slow your old hieroglyphic ass down. You never see a man 40 and up unless he's in the game and he still hasn't caught on to his own identity all the way, / midlife crisis, with no grown-ass woman with all these colors in her hair and all these colors in her nails and all these colors. And black women, especially older, don't like all the motherfucking colors. They start wearing dark velvet, purple, and magenta and satin dresses. All that gold and green with red. Yeah, they start saluting and wearing them colors, my brother. So you got to understand what's going on, especially if you're getting older. Because I characterize into this teenage old man, right? I think that my intel on stuff with life and how situations are goddamn more underrated than you're going to give me credit for. But I'll leave it at that. So I wouldn't be coming and talking about shit so much. I talked about this 3 years ago. I warned people 3 years ago on YouTube streaming. People kind of just laughed and was like, you'll be in jail in 6 months. So, and look now, every kid that I talked about, they all got a record and they're on probation. Every time I mention stuff with these women, you see these certain women, it's their kids or they're in jail or they've caught in a gun beef. So, hey, you could say I'm not telling the truth. But I don't care. Really don't care who pays attention to it. I'm going to go pay attention to this later on. It soothes me. Helped me to go to sleep good and helped me to wake up great. If you don't like that, you're out of shape. You need to start lifting weights with your hate and pay them back with bigger. Dear mama, why they keep on calling me nigga? Now it has been globalized and Hollywooded, stamped at the same time. White boys just saying nigga. We let anybody, that Punjabis will say nigga right now. You be like Punjabi, you know you ain't supposed to say nigga. Like, come on now. But this is what you guys have allowed. Like the women, you've allowed too much in the community, that the alphabet community, to where now you guys want to go online and make these videos talking about this person zesty with this. Nah, you accepted them. You say, come on in here. We good. Yeah, it's titties and cooters everywhere. Yeah, you didn't let them come in, and now I don't have nothing to hide, so I don't care. I feel like I'm the only human being on the planet almost that hasn't done any zesty type shit with these niggas. Not me. Well, ain't nothing like a cooter box, boy. Ain't nothing like some cooter. I'm just trying to tell you. So, and then so the women that aren't accepting these certain things, right? And they're getting older. I had a segment with a very civilized older brother. I'm not going to say his name. He isn't for the podcast life and all that. It's an older brother. My uncle, man. You know what I'm saying? So, fellas, I need y'all to listen. If you ain't going to listen, you're not going to view me. I don't care. I understand this. When you have a woman where you have experienced stuff with them, you have a family or whatever, and you guys keep having consistent back and forth, you haven't responded to her accordingly. You have not responded to her how she wants to be responded to. So anytime when a woman is bored, they're going to start some shit with you because they don't want you to surpass this certain element inside that household with that roof. So fellas, if you feel like what I'm saying kind of categorizes to you, then you need to be having your own area where you live in, your own existence, because it doesn't seem like it's going to go right. 60% of the women out here know exactly what I'm saying, and they do these things exactly on purpose because they have no end result with y'all in a relationship. When they have the kids, that's the end result. This is why so many women are not tripping about raising a kid as a single mom. This is why you see so many, and go look it up online. There's more black young kids being put up for adoption now than white kids, than any kids. Is this a race to see which color gets adopted more? Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is, I'm black. I'm not. I want it to go low for all culture kids to not be getting adopted, so they can stay with the right people that had them. I want them to be with their moms and dads and stuff. But what I'm saying is, online and in the world, black kids are being adopted more because these young parents don't even want the kids. And if not one don't want them, the other one won't. So the moms are giving the kids up way faster. They're not even giving the kids to the dads. So this is how you know that the shit I talk about, that's a deadbeat mom. The same way that a dad will never be there, never do nothing, never this, never that, never with a dad. When a mom does everything, and at the end, you're not even giving the kids to the dad and you're not doing too well, that's a deadbeat mom. Platinum. So, ladies that don't have understandings to these type of things of nature with the man versus woman, especially black. Ladies, this is why I don't entertain a lot of women that aren't up here, that aren't cerebral. This is why certain parts of my business no one knows about. This is why the things that you do think you know about, I give it to you gracefully. When you have times where you entertain discussions with women on these type of levels, right? When I sit and listen to the woman, I let them go to these certain standards that I know they're going to go to in their certain way, verbally. Every woman's not going to say the same thing the same way for your understanding to understand them, right? So they come different. They come with different styles. Some people know how to speak better, longer, shorter. Some don't really know how to speak too good at all. So when I hear certain women saying these things about relationships and what they believe with this and how things ain't right on this side, it could be more better if we just this and that, right? Ladies, y'all got to understand that little black boys boys, period, damn near, but I'm still going to speak for black boys a little bit more. Actually, all boys and men. We never have been trained or taught to say, yeah. Ever since we were little kids, we've been taught to lie, not really tell the truth to a woman. When you're a little kid and you get in trouble, your mom run in there and say, boy, did you do that? What's the first thing you say? No. Whack, whack, whack. And it keeps going up all the way till you're born, all the way till you're of age, to where now you have a girlfriend. What's the first thing you're going to do? Okay, you're going to lie. And then she's not going to fuck with you. Then you're going to be arguing. So, guys, we've been trained since we were young to not know, to lie to women, to not just come with the truth. So when we do become good with our experience and identify with who we are, then we come on this shit where we're telling the truth to women. They're so locked into how they've raised us as boys, spanking us, dating us, marrying us. You're cheaters, you're this, that they don't psychologically understand when it's time to lock and load. So 60% of us out in the town are dating, sexing, and entertaining these women, and they don't know what they're doing. And we don't know what we're doing at the right times. So we both have these things injected in us. More or less, the woman, that's why when we have all these crash test relationships and we finally run into one cool ass bitch that can compaticize with your moves, your motion, all your other ducks will come back toxically. And, okay, I just want to, I know, and let's talk about it. Because they understand what they're bringing to the stage when they come with all that shit from the beginning to the middle to the end. If you don't think that, I don't know what to tell you. So men are cutting bitches short a lot quicker. And women are stunned off that shit because they're feeling like that coochie is supposed to subdue a man. And sometimes it do. More than likely it's supposed to. But when you see that man resist, that's what really fucks with a woman. The woman will hit you. Hello? Hey, I'm gonna come over. You want a movie? Movie cool. Yeah, we Netflix. What you want to see? I'll be there in a little bit. We can check in. Boom. She gets there. She's saying there's no sleeping around, just watch a movie and chill, cuddle. Women love saying that. For one, fellas, if this woman's giving you attention in that assortment and you have not sexed her yet and she comes over for that, she's going to be expecting you to try. She's going to be expecting you to try. Now, whether she's going to 100% cave in depends on what your style is. If she gives you the pussy, she gave it to you for style points. But if you don't, you didn't come with that style. When the woman goes over there and you really stick to your stand on your business and tell the truth, the woman will think bad on you. Say that you're soft, you could be gay, you're doing this and that. That right there is not right when the woman does that. But we bypass it based off masculinity, based off confidence, based off arrogance, and based off, let's just say, visual size. We figure size. We figure because we're bigger, and this is a small little chick, I can gun her down with this dick. I'll bypass that shit. I'm strong. But that's not how it would come back. And this is the world of equality right now. So think about this. Think about what I'm telling you. Think about what I'm saying. Now, can I please? All right, yep, just lock the door. Can I please get a round of applause for 19 being a real nigga and holding down this segment? I didn't do my job. Can I please get a round of applause for being a real nigga? Oh, sorry. So that was Snobby Gurch. Yeah, it was Snobby Gurch. It was a snob right there. So I want to say some more shit about, I'll wait, but ladies, y'all are losing right now. And it's like y'all are going through desperate measures, lying, telling your family members anything, the kids. I know so many good men that are not seeing their kids daily. I know so many good men have bitches that are fucking up their property. I know so many good men that are just saying, fuck that. And ditching shit, man. And women ain't making it no better. Y'all ain't making it no better. So the ones that don't, you won't. Now moving along. I talk about Chloe's. I talk about Caitlin Clark's. So Caitlin Clark's first basketball game was yesterday. She put up 20 points, hit 4 threes, and I remember I said 5 threes, so I would have lost my parlay bet. But her coach, in case you guys aren't aware, she made some comments after. Women will hate on other women. Caitlin Clark is my favorite basketball player right now because I like her attitude. She's a young little chick. She's got a lot of money. She's got a lot of stuff in front of her, the lights, and I think she's humble, and I like her. And by the way, y'all, you're not gonna stop a young white girl following. Yeah, you ain't gonna stop a YWGF. No way. A young white girl following, boy, they about to prep that little flat booty to be a skinny billionaire Barbie. Yeah, shit. All right. By the time she's done with this 20-year career, she gonna own something. So this is the depth of generational wealth start-offs they do for their people. And we don't. We'll have one person that's an artist stole his whole life away for the rap game when he's being raped anyway, just to get his mom and people a house and start looking like he's Big Meech, but he's the opposite. And then he gets killed or go to jail. But white people have a long, prosperous career into their money. Look at Tom Brady. Look at Peyton Manning. I could just keep going on. But I won't. I'll stop. This is Wake and Bake. I didn't even bring my mic because I got to listen to how this mic works with my webcam. So I appreciate the 1, 2, none people that follow. If you don't, nothing will follow you. You forgot to follow something or nothing will follow you. So my upload progress is 90%. On behalf of Kofax ENT, this is Kofax19 and this is Wake and Bake, 12 o'clock news. Something you can use, probably abuse. Check out my backdrop.